Hey, what is shaking, homies? Today I'm going to teach you guys how to finger spin the easiest way. Now this trick is a whole lot of fun and it's surely going to impress all your friends. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so first I'm going to show you how to do it on a yo-yo with a finger spin cup because it's probably slightly easier, and then I'll show you how to do it on a yo-yo that just has a big open bowl. So here's a hack. Wear a glove, makes it easier, the yo-yo will spin longer, it's just overall easier. So you probably are used to throwing horizontal like this. Well, now we're going to throw it the other way. Think like you're throwing a frisbee. We're going to throw it like this. On a yo-yo with a finger spin cup, we want to catch the yo-yo pretty horizontal. We don't want to catch it too much at an angle like we do when we throw it in a bowl design, which I'll get into that in a minute. Here, what we want to do is we want to throw it and then pop it up in the air. Basically, think like you're trying to catch an egg. You want to be really gentle. You don't want the egg to break. So you want to put your finger under and absorb the impact down. That's probably the best tip I can give you. If you just put your finger out in the air, it's just going to bounce off. It's not going to work. So as the yo-yo, you pop the yo-yo up in the air, as it's coming down, lower it slightly with it, absorb that impact, and just basically keep your finger on like an angle like this. Not all the way straight, not bent, just like almost like a relaxed little thing there. Here, so here we go. So I'm going to throw it. I'm going to pop it up in the air. Okay, and to bind it is really easy. To bind it, all we do, you could practice it just like this to bind. Just hold the yo-yo like this and whip it like this. See, that would have bound it. That would have bound it. That time I did it too much and I made a knot. There we go. See? Oh, and it messes up your string tension. If you didn't know, this trick destroys your string tension. But for the bind part, just practice going like this. Oh. If you can do that, you can bind it. Okay, so that's the only trick you really need to know how to do to practice the bind at the end. And if you get the yo-yo spinning real fast, when you bind it, if you lift this hand up, it'll kind of fix the string tension too. It'll do a little cool tornado. I'll teach that in a future video. I just want to keep this as basic and simple as possible. If you're new to this, you should try to learn the basics first before you try to learn variations and everything. Just like any trick. Okay, so here, one more time. And then I'll show a clip in slow-mo in first person on how I pop it up and catch it. But here, one more time. Okay, just like that. Okay, so let me show you guys a slow-mo first person and we'll be right back and we'll show how to do it on the bowl design. Okay, now, you could either have a yo-yo with a totally open bowl, or, come on, focus, with a totally open bowl, or something that, like a Matador spike, or one of these Lego hubs. It won't really matter, because instead of the yo-yo spinning directly in the middle now, we're going to kind of go like, the yo-yo is going to kind of go like that around it. So now, we want to throw the yo-yo on more of an angle. Think like you were doing a thumb grind, but too much. Like you threw a thumb grind slightly too horizontal. But you want to catch it kind of like this. So we're going to throw it more down towards the ground, but still sideways. And then when we pop it up, we're still going to absorb it, but you don't have to do it quite as much on a yo-yo like this. And then it's going to spin like this for a couple seconds, and then the centrifugal force will just make it go like this. Okay, now on yo-yos like this, normally you don't get quite as long spin time, so you might have to do your bind a little quicker. But other than that, it's no real difference. It's same thing with like one with has a Matador spike, doesn't matter. As long as it's got this nice bowl here, it'll work. Because we're going to catch it like this, and it's actually going to spin around that little nub there. So that won't even matter. In my review of this yo-yo, I did several finger spins. I don't think I missed any on camera. So that's pretty decent. So let me throw this yo-yo on. Once again, this is the Magic Air Stealth. This might have been the yo-yo I learned how to finger spin on. Maybe it was a Skyva, actually. I think I learned it on the Skyva. Which is also a great finger spin yo-yo, which was like the first yo-yo to have a finger spin cup like the hotdiggidy does. Okay, so here we go. So we threw this one a little more at an angle, see? And then it kind of corrects itself. Okay? That one, I really liked how I really caught that one and you really got to see it. So I'm actually going to play that clip again in slow-mo, and hopefully you can see it good on that one. So we threw this one a little more at an angle, see? and then it kind of corrects itself. Okay, here, one more time, just in normal, fast motion, and then we'll get to the first person headset. So you want to throw it more on a 45 than you do when you're doing it with a fingerspin cup one, with a nibble thing on it. Okay, then you catch it on the end and let it kind of correct itself. Okay? Damn, this yo-yo is actually really good at these. I love this yo-yo, actually. Alright guys, hopefully you are finger spinning like a bunch of bosses, and yeah, and there's all sorts of variations you can do on this trick once you get better at it, and yeah, so learn the basics first, learn it really good, and then move on. If there's any other way that, anything I left out that you think helps, let everybody know down in the comments below, and also please let me know what other tricks you guys want to see. I really like making these tutorials. It's just one way I can kind of give back, I guess, to the yo-yo community, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it all, and peace.